Hello and welcome everyone. We want to officially open up our ceremonial day today. This is Reach for the Stars Gala, representing the Clifton Arts Center in collaboration with Heart of Art. We are super excited to make this day happen. These wonderful, beautiful students sitting here, have worked very hard to have this opportunity today to make live connection with astronaut Don Pettit. I'd like to introduce you to some of the people who have made this happen. There's a multitude of people with whom I need to say a gracious thank you to. But the people that are here right now, I'd like to introduce you to Ms. Donna Roberto, who is our science teacher, AKA a little bit of everything, working with our students, doing every single thing under the sun, the moon, and the stars to make this happen. So thank you to her. Ms. Maricel, who introduced her as the famous Ms. Maricel Paracel. There's a story about how I met her. And Paracels have an ombre which works with the sun and solar system as well. So she has some of her beautiful paracels on display. She did artistic work with our students, so let's give her a round of applause. We have Mr. Michael Green, who gave a beautiful discussion today. He is a solar systems ambassador. And then we have, could you help me, Ms. Foster? Mr. George Scorpo. Mr. George Scorpo, who does model rockets, and they are on display also. There's a beautiful history behind those. He'll share that with you later on. Most gracious thank you to Ms. Roxanne Camilleri, who is the director of the Clifton Arts Center. She gave us the site to make this truly happen today. Thank you to her. And this connection would nowhere ever happen if it's not for our radio operators. And we have three gracious, wonderful people here with us today. Rita Duran, Steve Holly, and Noel Pagan. So they're going to connect. And then I would like you to introduce to you who is the heart of Clifton. This is Mayor Grabowski, and he's going to graciously talk to us now. Thank you.
Thank you. First, I'd like to welcome everyone here to the Arts Center. I'd like to thank Roxanne for allowing us to have it here. And this is what the Arts Center is all about. And have programs like this is great. Reach for the Stars. It's very appropriate for today because we're going to be speaking with astronaut Pettit.
Don Pettit.
Don Pettit today, who's actually up there in space. And I know the children here all have questions for him. Hopefully we have a clear reception because you never really know. We're talking miles and miles away from here, but it's very exciting, especially for people who really are into this kind of program, astronauts and space. So I am very happy. I'm going to try to get back here for that because I'm not going to ask many questions, of course, because I think you probably have enough of your own questions to ask. But would like to thank everyone, and thank you for introducing everyone because I could never remember all of those names. But I know she has a great program. Roxanne, we really appreciate this. This is a great thing, especially it's a good opportunity for the kids. So hopefully, we're around 1 o'clock, 1:14, I think you said. Yeah. We're going to make a connection. How long will we have that? About 15 minutes?
No, 10 minutes. 10
oh, wow,
minutes.
so that's it, huh?
And we have a short window.
Okay, so that's
10 questions.
yeah, if that much. So, but,
Well, we have 2 questions apiece. We go through one round and then they'll go if we have more, depends
okay,
on
because
how fast
10
they
minutes
answer.
put a time right. He may take a long time to answer a question, but
He's already got the question, right?
Yes.
oh, okay.
He
Oh,
knows, he knows, but he's going to be prepared to answer this.
this is so great. This is so great. Oh, Mike Gabriel?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, good.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm remiss. My apologies. I forgot to introduce another wonderful person who is the backbone of the Clifton Arts Center, and that is Mr. Michael Gabriel, who is representing the Clifton Arts Center.
And this works out really well today because actually Clifton City Hall is closed today. It's a holiday, so we have plenty of parking. And I'm glad the snow held up so we were all able to get here because it was a little scary there last night. But listen, I hope you all enjoy this. It's a great opportunity, and I'm sure I'll be back in time
Yes, well,
to
definitely. We'd love
see
to have
them.
you back.
But thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for
And
coming.
enjoy the day.
Mayor.
Thank you.
Anyone assess this is N2SJ, over.
NA2SJ from NA1SF for scheduled contact.
Hi everyone, I'm Tim Peake and welcome aboard the International Space Station, where we're orbiting Earth 16 times every day. One of the most rewarding activities that some astronauts undertake on orbit is to talk to schools using the space station's ham radio. Now these are events that are planned by ARISS, which is a worldwide group of amateur radio volunteers who are dedicated to introducing young people and students to science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Now this is the equipment here in the Columbus laboratory, which consists of a handheld radio, a headset, and we also have a ham video unit. Now as the International Space Station orbits above your location, a radio link is established between the ISS and your school. Now because we're travelling at nearly 18,000 miles per hour, which is an incredible 25 times the speed of sound, we usually get about 9 or 10 minutes of good radio contact before losing the signal. So about 5 minutes before the scheduled start time of the contact, I come into the Columbus laboratory and configure the radio so that I'm on the correct channel. And sometimes I'll set up the ham video too. Just before the predicted time, I'll begin to start calling the school using the standard amateur radio calling techniques. For example, if the call sign of your school was GB4 Fun, I would say Golf Bravo 4, Foxtrot Uniform November. This is Golf Bravo 1 Sierra Sierra, listening and standing by. Now at your school, the radio operator will be listening for my call, but may also transmit and try to call me as well. You'll probably have a much more powerful transmitter on the ground than we have up here on board, so I'm likely to hear you before you hear me. Then, once we can hear each other, then comes the best bit, which is actually talking to the students and answering the questions. Once I've answered all the questions, we use the remaining time to say goodbye to each other and end the connection. I'll then spend a few minutes configuring the radio back into a rebroadcast mode, and then I'll go back to my day job, which is of course doing science on board the International Space Station. ARISS is a brilliant opportunity for astronauts to talk to school pupils. It's really rewarding to hear how excited the students are when they're talking to somebody up here in space. And it's a true privilege to be able to inspire our next generation of scientists and engineers through amateur radio.
Hi, my name is Ruth.
And my name is Chris.
You must be pretty excited to talk directly with astronauts on the International Space Station today. While we're waiting for the space station to come over your portion of the sky, let's talk a little bit about how it's going to happen. Of course, Mission Control is in contact with astronauts all the time, using a big radio with lots of fancy equipment.
However, we're going to be using something very different today. We are going to use ham or amateur radio to talk directly to the International Space Station.
When most people hear the word radio, they think of a music radio station. But it's so much more than that. Radio actually refers to the unseen energy that transmits all sorts of signals using electromagnetic waves. At first, people learned how to send signals like Morse code. And then they discovered that you can send so much more, like data, computer signals, and even TV.
Maybe you don't realize it, but you use radio every day. Maybe you watched the TV this morning, or you texted your friends, or maybe even you check social media like Twitter or Instagram.
Let's travel back to space for a minute. Since the beginning of the space age, humans have sent many spacecraft out into the universe. These range from the Hubble Space Telescope orbiting the Earth daily, and the Curiosity rover exploring Mars. We've even sent a long-distance messenger, the Voyager 1, who has traveled outside of our solar system.
Whether it's capturing a great picture of a far-off galaxy or conducting experiments on the space station, radio has to do with all of these. And today, you're going to be using ham radio. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is ham radio?
Amateur or ham radio is a service and a hobby where operators can talk with people around their neighborhoods, their cities, their country, and even around the world. Amateur radio operators require a radio license from the government. They're not that hard to get. I have one. My call sign is KM4LAO.
And mine is KD5MDT. Our call signs are a way of identifying who we are to other operators. This lets everyone know that we have the proper license to using the radios.
As amateur radio operators, or hams as we are often called, we can talk with others about basically whatever we want, often science or some new radio gadget that we are interested in.
Let's focus back to the space station and your contact today. Many of the astronauts and cosmonauts aboard the space station are licensed ham radio operators. That's why your operators today can contact them. The people here, as well as the astronauts, are licensed to talk to each other, and you are allowed to talk over to their radio.
For our conversation today, we'll need an amateur radio station on the ground, either in this location or somewhere else around the world. We'll also need a radio in the space station.
NA1SS, NA1SS.
You can hear the calls coming. This is November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra, the International Space Station, over.
On the space station, the radio transceiver is connected to an amateur radio antenna mounted on the outside. One of these antennas will be used today during our contact.
For our side of the contact, we need a good-sized antenna, a signal amplifier, something to make our signal stronger, and a rotator for turning our antenna. We have to keep our antenna pointed right at the International Space Station. And remember, it's moving across the sky and fast.
To aim the antenna properly, we need to track the path of the space station exactly. NASA uses complex systems to track the path of the space station and other orbiting objects.
The satellite tracking program we are using works out a complicated set of mathematics to provide the orbital location of the space station moment by moment as it moves through space. This information is sent into the computer that controls the antenna rotator, which moves the antenna to follow the space station. Maybe some of you have seen or worked with robotics. That's pretty cool stuff. And just like you can program a robot where to go, what to do, and how to get there, you can also program a computer to tell an antenna how to track the space station across the sky.
You know, it took a lot of planning to get this contact. Several weeks ago, the ARISS operations team had to figure out when the space station's orbit would pass over this location. Then, they had to talk with the planners at NASA's Johnson Space Center. The crew's time is pretty full, so they were able to find a time that could work for the crew members' schedules. Once they found times that would work both in space and here on the ground, the host organized this contact. And in just a few minutes, you'll be hearing and talking to the astronauts.
Well, it's almost time for your contact. It will be exciting, so good luck with it.
Hi, my name is Nicholas. I'm 8 years old and I'm really looking forward to talking to astronauts aboard the ISS because I really love math and science and this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Hi, I'm Cora and I'm in 7th grade. Throughout the years of school, I've learned about many people who contributed to space exploration, such as Neil Armstrong and Katherine Johnson, and I find space really fascinating. I finally get the chance to talk to an astronaut in space, and I'm really excited to do this. Thank you, NASA.
Hello, my name is Brayden, and I'm an 8th grader. I'm really glad to have this opportunity to talk with astronaut Pettit. I've always wondered what it was like to travel in space. Thank you, NASA, for this opportunity.
Hi, I'm Carrie, and I'm very excited for this space contact. One reason why I'm excited is because I've always been interested in space, and this culminates like all of my interests. I hope to use this knowledge and knowledge I've gathered from this experience into stuff that I'm going to do later in life.
Hi, my name is Mahi. I've been excited for this because I've been interested in space since I was young, and space and astronauts have been inspiring for me since then. And I hope that the questions that we ask the astronaut that we're talking to today will be interesting. And I hope we get interesting responses.
Hi, my name is Gracie. In my free time, I like to read, write, and shop a lot.
I find it fascinating that you can float in space. I'm really excited for this program that I get to speak to astronauts live, and I'm one of the few that got to speak to the astronauts.
Hello everyone, my name is Tegan Ryan, and I'm so excited to be a part of the ARISS program, where students like me get the incredible opportunity to speak with an astronaut aboard the International Space Station. Ever since I was little, I've been fascinated by science, and one day I hope to become a chef so I can maybe make a line of products for space travel. It's truly an honor to be a part of this experience, and I can't wait to ask my questions.
Hi, I'm Ari, and I'm excited about this space contact for a few reasons. One of them is that I'm interested in stuff relating to space and also just space itself, and also like how far we've managed to come as humans. And it really just interests me, all of that stuff. And also, we've been doing Radio Club for a while now, and I'm glad to see that we're finally able to do this contact with the astronauts up in the ISS. And for those reasons, I'm really excited about this contact.
NA1 SS, this is W2 NPT, ready for school contact, over.
Barely read you, over.
W2 NPT, this is W2 NPT. NA1 SS is W2 NPT. How copy? Over.
Copy well now. Loud and clear, over. I'm ready for questions.
Hi, my name is Braden. How does the unique perspective of seeing Earth from space influence your appreciation for art, creativity, or beauty? And do you ever feel inspired to create art while aboard the ISS, over?
Being in space and looking at Earth and the cosmos from space reaffirms all your current perspectives of Earth and your appreciation of art and beauty, over.
Hi, my name is Hayden. Are there any moments in space that have given you a greater appreciation for Earth or humanity as a whole? Over.
Yes, and these moments are when you work with your crew. For example, we did 2 spacewalks over the last month, and working with your crew to do a spacewalk brings a greater appreciation for who you are with, over.
Hi, my name is Audie. What do you miss the most about life on Earth, and how do you cope with that? Over.
Good question. What I miss most from Earth is a drain. Something like at the bottom of your sink that water runs down and disappears into the sewer system. There's nothing like that on Space Station. No running water, no drains. That's what I miss most from Earth.
Hi, my name is Tegan. Can you share a moment on the ISS that brought you and your crew closer together as a team? Over.
That moment I just mentioned was doing 2 different EVAs. Other moments that we have had are celebrating holidays like Christmas and New Year's together as a crew. Over.
Hi, my name is Nicholas. How do you celebrate personal milestones or special occasions like birthdays in space? Over.
Oh, that's a follow-on question to the last. We usually make a birthday cake. We don't really have anything to make a birthday cake from, so we'll take a couple of biscuits and we'll cover it with peanut butter and we'll call it a birthday cake, and that's how we celebrate birthdays on station. Over.
Hi, my name is Mahi. What are some of the biggest challenges to maintaining your physical health in microgravity, and how do you overcome them? Over. Did we lose already? Do you want me to call again?
Try again. Say NA1SS. This is.
NA1SS, NA1SS, this is W2NPT, ready for school contact. Over.
NA1SS, ready for contact. Next question.
Hi, my name is Cora. What adjustments have you made to your sleep routines to adapt to life in space? Over.
Sleep in space is wonderful. I sleep better here than I do on Earth, so adapting is going to occur when I go back to Earth and I have to lay in a bed instead of just floating and falling asleep. Over.
Hi, my name is George. What's the weirdest space food combo you've actually had that actually tasted good? Over.
Probably what I had mentioned when we celebrate birthdays, when we take biscuits and cover them with peanut butter. Over.
Hi, my name is Carrie. What message of hope would you share with students dreaming of exploring space one day? Over.
Message of hope. Study hard, be tops in your field, and apply to wherever there is space flight at that time, whether it's a government institution like NASA or whether they're private institutions like Axiom or SpaceX. Over.
Hi, my name is Gracie. How do you communicate with your family and friends while living in space? Over.
You communicate with your family and friends through radio links, not ham radio like this, but through high-frequency radio. We call it S-band and KU-band radio, and it goes to geostationary satellites and then back down to Earth. Over.
Hi, my name is Braden. What lessons from space travel do you think can inspire us to solve challenges on Earth? Over.
I think the real lessons from Earth will be thinking in a three-dimensional way. On Earth, you think about things on a flat tabletop, and that doesn't work here in space. You think more three-dimensional, and I think that will change the way human beings behave and think, and will lead to new innovation, including art. Over.
Hi, my name is Hayden. As we continue to advance in space exploration, what do you believe is the next major breakthrough or discovery that could change humanity's understanding of the universe? Over.
One discovery that's been recently made is using pulsars. These are X-ray emissions from stars, and they come out with rhythmic timing, and people are figuring out how to use pulsars as a form of a cosmic GPS system where we could use that information, the pulsing information, for navigation wherever we want to go in our galaxy. Over.
Hi, my name is Adi. Can you describe how living in space has changed your perspective? Over.
NA1SS, NA1SS, I think we've lost our school contact. It's been great. I love the questions coming from everyone there. If you can still come back, I'll answer more. If not, study hard and come and fly in space when you are ready. Over.
NA1SS, NA1SS is W2NPT, ready for school contact. Over.
Ready for school contact. Over.
Hi, my name is Tegan. What is the most challenging aspect of living in space? Over.
Living in space, keeping track of small items. You can move something the size of a refrigerator with a few fingers, easy to do. But if you have a whole bunch of little screws and nuts and bolts, it's hard to handle the little things. Over.
Hi, my name is Nicholas. How do you keep track of time while living in space? Over.
We have wristwatches and computers with timers and clocks, and we go by GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, or Universal Time, and that's the time system we use on station. Over.
Hi, my name is Mahi. Do you have any daily responsibilities while in space? If so, what are they? Over.
We have all kinds of responsibilities, so many responsibilities that becomes your mission on space. You need to take care of the spacecraft, you need to interact with mission control and do the tasking that they ask you to do, and then you have to work with your crew as a team, and then at the end of the day, you can be together as a team and enjoy dinner and help each other for whatever needs to be done. Over.
Hi, my name is Cora. How and what types of personal belongings can you bring with you on the space shuttle? Over.
You can bring one small bag of personal effects about the size of a medium backpack. Over.
Hi, my name is George. What's one item you brought with you that has the most sentimental value? And can you tell us the story behind it? Over.
I brought a spoon with me. It's flown with me on every mission I have been on, plus explorations on Earth like Antarctica and up in Alaska. And so it's my spoon of exploration. It's one of my mementos that I take with me wherever I go exploring. Over.
Thank you in 73.
73.
Over.
Say again, a little bit garbled on that last transmission. Over.
73.
Copy, I think we're running off the end of our contact time. Again, thank you all.
And we want to just say thank you to everybody. God bless you all. And keep on reaching for the stars. Thank you.
You guys did amazing.
We did it! Give yourselves a hand.